Good morning, everyone. How are y'all doing on this beautiful Sunday? So, just got my workout done. Looks like a pretty darn good storm rolling in. So I'm going to take advantage of it, and I'm going to pick that screw up because I don't want that in my tire. 1 second here. Or a piece of a nail. Anyways, it was rumbling while I was in there finishing up. I do got a late dinner here, which is chicken. Let me read it to you. It is chicken bacon mac and cheese from a local restaurant here called Chop House. Now this baby's got a ton of protein in it. Like, I think it's 57 or 65 if I remember correctly. Got a good source of carbs as well. And yeah, everything you need to fuel your body up and keep you moving. Right now, I'm not so much in a cutting stage. I was, and then I came off of it just to adapt and move the body a little bit in different directions. Been getting pretty good muscle growth, and yeah, that's a good thing, especially as you get a little bit older. You need to be developing that lean muscle. But this isn't fitness or nutritional advice. This is just me sharing a little bit of my journey here.
What's up, guys? I have some exciting news. We have a new booth location, 9168. Sean's going to post the information here or over here. It's going to be near TORO and Cujo, out on the main floor. Bigger space this year, Equip Expo. Hope to see you there.
Kind of just had like almost an epiphany, because sometimes we can work so much, guys, that we don't get to really enjoy the moment. And I was just thinking as I'm heading to the grocery store, I was just a poor kid growing up in Canton, Ohio. And this isn't a sob story. Like, this isn't no victim mentality. It just is what it is. We didn't have a ton of money. Now, when I became a teenager, my parents started financially doing a little bit better. And that was at the stage when I started working for myself and being able to take care of myself. And yeah, didn't have to really rely on my parents whatsoever. But the epiphany part of it was just thinking back. My first car I ever bought was $400. I bought it off a family member. It made it about 2 miles down the road and blew up. So then I didn't have a car. And my second car was $1,000 that I bought off another family member. And it lasted a little while, but I kind of had a lead foot, and yeah, it blew up too. Put another engine in it, blew that one up too. Probably 5 engines, I'll say it like that, over a few different cars. And trust me when I say this, my cousin Billy saved my butt many times when I was a teenager. Now, don't get me wrong, I paid him to fix it, but I mean, he's a heck of a mechanic, and he knew how to get stuff fixed. And a lot of the cars I was buying off him, you know, he owned them, and he liked speed too, so I knew that. Anyways, the epiphany is I'm now driving literally my dream car. Now, this isn't the only dream car that I have. The ultimate dream car is a Lambo, which someday I will have. A Ferrari, which someday I will have. A Hummer, which someday I will have. And a whole host of others as well. Along with, I do want to own at least one Rolex. And it's not really that it's the material side of it that I want or need. It's more or less, growing up, I saw these things, and originally I thought these were unattainable for me. And then growing up, I also learned, hey, if I'm willing to work hard, people will give me their money for it. So I started doing that, and then working even more hard, and getting more educated, and learning how to make money and how to make money work for me. Nobody took me under their wing. I had no role model. I had no mentor. I had Rocky movies. I had wrestling. I had a whole host of other things that throughout my life inspired me. And watching my parents bust their butt. My dad worked in a steel mill. My mom was pretty much a stay-at-home mom at a certain point. Sorry, I got some kids right here. I got to make sure I'm paying attention. And yeah, she had worked various jobs throughout her life, but, you know, it just wasn't her thing. You know, everybody gets to choose what they want to do. You know, like TQ, she could have been a stay-at-home mom. She didn't want to do that. She wanted to be out in the field with me and, you know, doing her thing. And then, you know, she had her own thing before that. But back to it, it's just like anything is possible, guys. And you're one win away from just absolutely changing your life. And that can be from a whole host of different things. Simply, if I didn't start my lawn care business, my life wouldn't have taken the direction that it has over, you know, since 2014, whatever it's been since I started social media. I could have ran the business, but then I wanted to help people, and that has inspired me in a whole different direction as well. And I found a love there that I didn't even know I had until I fell upon it and realized teaching people and helping them grow their businesses and getting out of that mindset that I can't get a Rolex, I can't get a diesel pickup truck. Like this truck, guys, I never, ever, when I was younger, thought I could afford it. Now, I wanted it. I didn't think I would ever be able to afford it. And then life changes, and you obtain a newer vehicle. Maybe not this right off the rip, but we can use mowers, for example. I went from a push mower, $35 push mower, to a Craftsman, to a John Deere, to a Husky, to making my first big commercial purchase, which was a TORO time cutter, which was still a residential mower, but you know, $4,400 I bought that thing for. You know, that was a lot of money at that time, and still is a lot of money. And then buying my first Skag, you know, taking that money and buying $11,000 mower, $11,300 I think it was, or $11,999, I don't even remember. And then buying an Exmark and a Wright, and heading back to TORO, buying my TOROs back. TQ buying her TORO. And then TORO coming along and blessing us with the sponsorship. Like, none of that would have ever happened if I didn't just choose to believe that it was attainable, and just seeing that. And I'll tell you what, it took hitting rock bottom end of 2011 there when I started the business. I was at the lowest point of my life, but also at the most up part of my life too, because I had decided I'm going to start Spencer Lawn Care, which was really originally called Showcase Lawn Care. And when I made that decision I was going to do that, it completely took all of the shackles off of me that I had put in my own mind, that I had to go work for a company, I had to have a boss, I had to have a supervisor and a manager and whatever else. And I'm not saying these are bad if you have those. I had great bosses, I had you know, great supervisors, and then I had awful ones as well. But what I did have is the work ethic to bust my butt to always get myself to the highest point that I could at a company, you know, a supervisor, a manager, whatever. And I did that from very early on throughout my entire work history. And it seemed like every single time I got to that top pinnacle point, something would happen. A company would downsize, and I would lose all that progress. You know, a new person will get hired, and they had their people they wanted to bring in. Excuses, all these shackles that we can put on ourselves, you know, handcuffs, whatever you want to call them. So whenever I was at my lowest, it took all that away. And I was like, you know what? It's on me now. I'm going to start this thing. If it fails, it's on me. And if it succeeds, it's going to be on me. Now, over, you know, the time period that this has all evolved, a lot of other people have really chimed into that success as well. The biggest one, Savannah. Savannah's been a blessing to me and the family and the businesses. That was an accident in and of itself. She literally closed her portion of her cleaning company, which was doing phenomenal, to come work with me and to show people and women and little girls out there that if a woman wants to work outside, which that's what she truly loves to do, that they can do it. And yeah, it's just absolutely amazing. This is going to be a different kind of video for you guys and gals. I don't typically sit and talk, but I don't know. This one got put on my heart. I was literally driving over here. I'm at Costco, sitting in the parking lot right now. If you knew how far Powerhouse Gym was, a couple miles maybe. And yeah, I just felt like I needed to share that with you. I don't know why, but I did feel like I needed to share that with you. And yeah, I'll be praying for everyone in my life around my life, good and bad. I pray for everyone, even my enemies. I pray for you. And I've prayed for you many, many times. So, God loves you. I love you. Let's go grocery shopping. Day after 4th of July, guys. They don't waste no time putting out the Halloween stuff, fall stuff. Start advertising very soon for your fall cleanups. I'm telling you right now, when they start advertising, they spent millions of dollars figuring out when to start advertising. And you can see, these things are already missing. People are buying them up. Typically, when their stuff's gone at Costco, it's gone. So, take their heed, start advertising. You see that? So it's activated. It has a sensor right here in his nose. Picks up the motion. I've never wanted a skeleton until now. Never wanted one until now. I want that. 259 bucks. So I'm gonna be alright with that, right? That is trippy. Not doing the Kool-Aid challenge, but I do like pineapple. And then I found these. Never tried those before. Protein ramen noodles. Didn't seem too bad. Look at the macros right there. Wouldn't say they're high protein, but yeah. Rice. And then I got 2 different steaks, some grapes, chicken, some more chicken for the kids. It's lightly breaded. Not getting a ton of stuff here. I don't need a ton of stuff, but yeah. Pick and choose between the proteins, because everything that says protein on it doesn't mean protein. Like some bars, for example, not any specific one. Some of them you might as well just eat a candy bar. All right, so it is pouring out there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my little bit of stuff together. Everybody else is standing in here as well. Oop. Got these. These look pretty legit. Snake River Farms American Wagyu beef jerky. I'm gonna give them a try. I've never had them. You guys can watch me struggle. I sent a guy local the Halloween prop, the whatever you want to call it, scarecrow or skeleton. I know he's into that stuff, so I sent it to him real quick. All right, looks like we're gonna get wet. Let's go for it. Won't be the first time, won't be the last. Is that growth not crazy for, what is it, July? It's Thursday. No, what is today? Yeah, today's Thursday. I think it's the 3rd? No, tomorrow's the 3rd. So today's the 2nd. So July 2nd, 2026. Lawn is growing. All that rain we got last week, we got things. We should be able to coast right on through July. And oh yeah, it's over 100 degrees heat index here today. I think they're saying 106, 107. Some of them were saying 110. It's hot. plugs into. Down right there. Right below the oil filter. Oh yeah, right there, I see it. Get down in there. There we go. Very good. Quick and easy fix. 100 degrees out here right now, guys. And it's bright and early. Looks good though. Cut it at 3.75. I considered 4, but this lawn actually got quite a bit of rain last week. So didn't want to, and we have a chance for some pretty good rain next week. So don't want to go too high, but don't want to go too low. So when it gets as hot as well, guys, it's a great time to evaluate your edges, because your edges are going to burn up quicker, okay? So I'm starting to see a little bit of light spots down through here, if you can pick those up. Over here, it's getting a lot more shade, so it's still good. So she's not going to trim it down. Flip edging's fine, the edge nice and clean. We don't want to knock that edge down whatsoever. Some people will throw a tapered edge on it. We always do as well, but not when it's this hot.